All right, you're calling from a Skype caller. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
It's you.
You're on.
Hello. Oh,
Hello.
hey, Michael. It's Daniel from London.
Hey, how are you doing, man? How's it going?
It's I following Brazilian politics, man. It's exhausting, and I'm like losing years of life. But
I feel you.
I calling. I'm calling with, I guess, good news. Well, I'll try to be brief because sometimes I go on a tangential and I never get to the point. But basically, today we've been talking offline about this, and there's a conflict between the president and Congress now,
Right.
due to both a bit of petty politics and also the Lava Jato crew, who's part of the government, now trying to pressure congressmen using these tactics of using the police and law as an instrument of political pressure. So the message that Congress sent today, and this was unanimous, it was weirdly unanimous, even people from Bolsonaro's party voted for this, was basically ossifying Bolsonaro's ability to do any budgeting with, to work, to make any serious changes to federal budget.
That's great.
So they passed it. Yeah, it's great, and it's clearly the parliamentarians, both in the lower house but also in the upper house, are worried because Bolsonaro is such a, I don't know, dumbass and so erratic. A lot of the proposals that you got to understand, what happened today is not a victory of the left as much as a victory for the political establishment against the far right.
Right.
Because Bolsonaro's erratic moves on foreign policy have been sending all kinds of weird messages to large partners we have. So China buys a lot of soy and iron ore. The Arab country, I should say Muslim countries, because Iran is also a big buyer of meat products, and Bolsonaro's promised to move embassy just to please Trump because, I don't know, he has some sort of weird BDSM relationship with Trump. They just pissed off everyone, and I mean, as much as I have some pride on Brazil's ability to produce all these commodities, this is stuff that you can buy from someone else.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Pork and beef and all that stuff. So we're seeing whole states of Brazil losing revenue, having contracts canceled. And so what Congress is saying, look, we can't let this guy have it his way. So today they ossified the budget. There's not much he can do.
So that stops the attack on pensions for now, right?
No. This is a wider budgetary restraint.
Okay.
Because the way Brazilian budget works is voted by Congress, but there are discretionary expenditures and there are fixed expenditures. And what they did basically is they reduced the leeway that Bolsonaro has to cut the budget, basically. So they're giving his Chicago boy the middle finger. And we're not talking about socialist Marxists doing this. We're talking about right-wingers, free market people who are basically saying, look, if you're not going to play ball, this is what's going to happen.
Right.
And they're saying the whole visa thing, that he just went to the U.S. and promised Americans, but not just Americans, also Japanese, Australians, and Canadians. It would be visa exempt without reciprocity. And Congress just said, look, that's not going to pass either. So, in a way, it's good because whatever is right, even if it's not a victory that was led by the left, a loss for a fascist is a win for us, right?
Absolutely.
That's the bottom.
I 100%, and I hope you can call in again really soon, and I'll be back obviously on the Brazil brief next week and the week after. There's a lot to get to, and it's ongoing. And I also think, as you know, I think what we're doing is we're also laying the groundwork for the broader solidarity with the landless movement, with the Workers' Party, with a broader support of democracy in the region, of course, with freeing Lula. And you know, I'm trying to, in my own way, like as best I can, to lay the groundwork so that the consciousness is raised, and then that also, when political conditions change, we might have an opportunity to really to seize that. So thank you for the call, and Lula Libre.
Lula Libre, mate. Cheers.
Thank you, man. You've just watched a Michael Brooks show video, and you can watch all of our full main live shows every Tuesday night at around 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and subscribe to get all of the clips you want. We're covering the globe. We're focusing on international relations, the intellectual dark web. We're having fun. We're doing deep dives with a lot of amazing guests. Of course, become a patron for the whole thing at patreon.com/TMBS, or subscribe to this YouTube channel and help us keep growing and get that content out there. Subscribe below.